Hi, my name is Mary Divers. I've been blind for the last 36 years. The eSight will give me many opportunities that I haven't had for those 36 years. As things are currently, if I look at someone from 5 feet away, I don't see a face. I can see an outline with probably a hairline. And by the time I'm 10 feet away, the whole head is gone. And the further I go, the less detail I have. And that's true with any object, that the further I am away, the less detail it's got. And in essence, I use my peripheral vision as my guide to be able to do things. One of the things that I have been able to learn to do is to recognize people. But I always recognize people in the environment that I would expect to see them. There are a few distinct voices out there that I can probably pick out. But unless I see that person regularly or in an environment where I know that they are, I wouldn't be able to pick them out. My current vision for reading, for the eye chart, I can make out the top number on the eye chart at the distance that they test you for. When I looked through the eSight with the adjustments, I could get to the third line from the bottom. So it was very much improved. And in fact, that improvement will allow me to do things like be able to read my bills, balance my checkbook, read a recipe, and in general just be able to keep better track of what's going on in my life. One of the big things in my life, of course, is my music and my church. When I play my trumpet, I play with the music right up next to my nose. And with the eSight, I can lock in a page of music and be able to hold my trumpet up with two hands and play what's written on the page, so that the page is freeze tiled and it works much better. The church singing, I like to sing along. Often what I end up doing is just humming the melody because I know the melody, unless it's a hymn that I've known since I was a little girl. But with the eSight, I can hold the music down so it doesn't kill my arms to hold the book up, and magnify it to the point where I can actually read the notes and the music at the same time. One of the things that I've historically had trouble with is finding things that I've dropped on the floor, or setting a stove, or reading my bills, or trying to do anything that has print that is small that I just can't make out. If I can put something on the computer screen and blow it up, then I can figure out what it is. So I do much better shopping online than I do when I go into the store, because I can't see anything well enough to know where I'm going in the store, let alone figure out an ingredient on a bottle or a specification of any of the things that I would be interested in looking at. So I really require quite a bit of help to do these things, and I think with the addition of the eSight, I'll be able to be a lot more independent. Still need help for getting rides around, though. I can use my mobility scooter when the weather's pretty good, and I try to be as independent as I can, and people are very good about giving me rides anywhere I need to go, but anytime that I can be more independent, it's always very interesting to me. Some of the other things that I could do that I haven't been able to do for a long time are some of my hobbies. One of the main ones would be stamp collecting, which I had done since I started to teach, and I did for 5 or 6 years, and then haven't been able to do too much with that since that point. And I enjoy doing genealogy, but I have to have other people right there with me to help me do that if it's not done on the computer. So that this will allow me to really delve into a lot of different things that I haven't been able to do before. One of the things that eSight will do is help me become more independent with cooking. As things are now, I have particular dishes that I know well enough that I can just take out the ingredients and put things in the pot and stir it up and put the crock pot on, or put it into the microwave and put on to sensor heat, and it'll tell me when it's done so I don't have to test too much. But on the other hand, if I want to do any sort of baking or anything that requires a particular heat, I can't see to set the dials. I want to use the 2 left-hand burners. I can turn them on and put on my glasses and be able to set the 2 left-hand burners, but I can't really see the right-hand burners. And I can't see to set the clocks or any of the, able to see the settings on the oven. I'll be able to say, okay, I'm going to set it at 325 on bake for 15 minutes. As things are now, I can't figure out the dials on the stove, the oven, to be able to do that. So I can do a little bit with the stovetop, but only if it's on the 2 left-hand burners. And this will give me much more independence to be able to do that.
Stay tuned for the next portion of Mary's video.
Do you wear glasses at all for
I do.
distance vision?
Distance, no.
Okay. All right. So, how did you hear about eSight? This one. This one.
She saw it on NBC News.
Some news
Yeah.
recently.
Been a lot of press out there.
And I have another friend that referred me to this site about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing that I said, might be helpful, and then the next thing it says, well, how do you get this? And then they said, go to your nearest Lions Club. And that kind of stopped me right there.
So let's see what you're looking at. Make sure we're on autofocus.
Deborah's
here.
waving at me. She's holding her phone.
Yeah.
Oh, to victory!
Now, is that way more than you could see normally?
Oh, yeah.
Mary.
Film. That's great. We haven't even gotten very far, and you're already on a roll.
Oh, I got the left eye going pretty nicely.
Want to look at your other friend over here?
Okay.
Now let's make her really big. You ready?
There she is. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. All right.
That's awesome.
Oh, Mary, this is just too exciting.
And what kind of blouse is that you have on here? It's black and white. It looks like flowers, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got a design.
a paisley.
Okay, I know that word.
Oh, you're doing great. All right. So you ready to look at the chart on the wall?
Okay.
If you look behind your friend with the paisley shirt,
Yeah.
there's a
This
door.
way.
The door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see there's letters up there?
Yeah.
Can you see what those letters are?
It's all right, it's all right.
KVD, I see.
Awesome.
ZSHC.
Perfect. And make it a little larger.
A little larger. Then I go down to CH. No, wait a minute.
You got it.
CHK. CHKRVD.
Perfect.
I was trying to see if I could see the bottom row.
Now, that image is inside your headset. You don't even have to look at the door anymore, because now we can do things. Now we can change the contrast, and that image is still
That's
frozen
getting
inside
better.
your headset. So we can even change it to high contrast mode.
Okay. Okay. HONSDCV.
Good, excellent. Let's try to perfect it
She's
for
trying
ourselves.
to.
Trying to get that last row.
You're not happy with 2020, right? You need
Where's
to be more-
2020? Which one's 2020?
So the third one from the bottom, the second one from the bottom. You still want to see those, don't you? All right.
Of course I do.
She's very dogged in her
Yes, she is.
determination.
Oh, my Lord, yes.
Like a pit bull, huh?
Yeah.
For you.
ONP
Good.
V. Is that E
Mhm.
or F?
Wow.
E.
Excellent.
V.
All right. That's 2025. Good work. She was like, I'm not stopping doing this until we get down to the bottom. Alright.
Is 2020 the bottom or is that
No, she was
better?
like,
Yeah, no, next, right next to it is
Yeah.
second up, she said.
Second.
Well, I'm can make out the third.
That's excellent.
So if I have large print to begin with and then do this,
Momentarily. Would you like to look outside?
yes.
Okay.
I would.
I'm gonna tip this up a little bit. Unfortunately, we have terrible views from here of things like the train tracks.
Buildings.
Sometimes we get to spy on the workers.
Well,
up
anything
there.
that I can see at a distance will be improved.
All right, let's go. Let's look at the trains.
The ants on the ground, you
Let's
know.
look at the trains. Both views are about the same. Train tracks, cars.
Well, I can see, I can count the cars. That's a good
Excellent.
thing. And then I can see some trees. Oh, I get, there's some sort of aerial thing.
Yeah, it's a big, like a big, huge spotlight, a huge,
Yeah, I
really
can-
tall light. Good.
I can see the horizon.
All right, if you look down towards the right, there's a gentleman in a white truck trying to move a truck around here. I hope he's getting away. Oh, he's gone. He's a fast driver. All right. That's really ugly over there, you may notice.
Yeah, look, is it under construction?
No, it's just all the train tracks. Let's see about
Oh, okay.
this. Let's try another window, see if it's less disgusting.
This will be a good selling point.
I like when there's pretty things to look at.
Well, that was a bird, that was, what,